Oh, he's immune to fire. Okay, so we have an immune to fire, and we're still doing insane damage. Okay. This might be my new favorite build. Changes every day, I know, but holy crap. What is going on, everybody? We've made some switches, as you can see from this sick looking Amazon. We've changed our gear around. We switched to fire. Everything into exploding arrow. We had 3 additional points, and I decided to put them into fire arrow just for the synergy. I wasn't sure if immolation arrow was going to do very much. I'll have to do a little bit of testing, but the damage is phenomenal. Obviously, 1 point into our passives. Check out this damage. Holy moly. We were doing like 27 to 300 with multi-shot. And we were slow. We now have 60% increased attack speed, regenerate mana, mana stolen, replenish health, damage reduced. We are killing it. Change the bow to Sky Strike. This gives us 1 to our skills, 32 increased attack speed, a little bit of mana from the energy, and a 1 to 250 lightning damage. So this is a little bit skewed because the lightning damage is there, but I mean, if we hit the high end, 250 is a lot. We got a lore in the helm. It's pretty much our best for right now, giving us skills, energy, damage reduction, mana after kill. We take it. The Mahim Oak Curio Amulet, a little bit of attack rating, attributes, and resistances. This, along with some other gear, like the Sanders, has allowed me to put 0 points into strength and dexterity for the gear, everything into vitality and energy, bringing our life up to 600. Blood Fists, 2 Manaled heals, because I feel like until we get insight, the mana stolen is pretty good. Mana regen, and 20 health and 8 replenished life. Like, it's just good. The Twitch Throw in the armor for increased attack speed, along with everything else that it gives, which is all good. And we're still using the Arctic Binding. Let me show you why. It's basically, we don't have anything better, but we do have something in 1 level. So we're currently level 28. Level 29, we're going to have to choose between the String of Ears, which is going to give us a little bit more survivability with the life stolen, the defense, the damage reduced. Or we also have the Blade Buckle, which will mean more faster hit recovery and a little bit of survivability there as well. But we will get there when we get there. Also, huge upgrades onto Kyle, our mercenary. Hellclap, Worm Skull. She's still using the stealth. Her damage went from like 10 to 50 up to 129 to 176, albeit 80 of that is the poison damage, so still pretty good though. Let's get started. We are on players 5. Switch it back to players 8. I was doing some farming on the sorceress earlier, so let's see how this feels. Like, it feels way better. Like, this is just... We still have the AoE because we have exploding arrow, so I mean, we don't have to worry about that. Mana problems? Not really, because we're leeching. And we're leeching a ton of damage. Arrow problems? Yeah. Yeah, we still have arrow problems, of course. Switch these over. Very, very nice, though. This feels like so much better. We're attacking way, way, way faster. I would love even more attack speed, but... We also have a few other upgrades waiting for us in just a few levels. So, of course, we have the level 29 stuff. But also at level 33, I think we're going to have a huge bow upgrade. And I think it's the Bariza Kendo? Or is that the... That might be the crossbow. Maybe it's the... No, it's not that. It's not the Bariza Kendo. It's the... I can't remember how to pronounce it, so I'm not even going to try. But you guys know what I'm talking about. Should probably be a huge, huge upgrade. Sweet. And look how fast we run, too. So much faster. Yeah, see, I feel like the immolation arrow, like, throwing down the fire, the damage over time is not that high. So I was thinking with fire arrow being a little bit more damage, I think. Maybe not. Maybe exploding arrow is just going to be everything we need. We should have no mana problems. We should be basically unkillable at this point. The resistances are okay. Not really too worried about resistances in normal. But I am loving it. And this is one of the reasons I was so excited about the Amazon, guys. It's just so many different things you can do with it. We haven't even explored the javelin tree yet. And I'm already like switching between 3 different builds to see what's strongest, and every time I switch I feel a little bit stronger. Oh, we got that meteor. That's from the Sky Strike here. 2% chance. I don't think that'll provide too much damage, but it's cool. We take style points. We love style points. Now, yes, we do want an insight on the mercenaries. That we know. But I think I'd have to farm it in Nightmare. And do I want to farm? Not really. What we're going to do probably is just wait instead. And once we're in Nightmare, which is right around the corner, guys, then we will just do it ourselves. Okay, so Blade Buckle would require me to respec, and for that reason alone, I'm just going to put in the String of Ears, which should bring us up to 4 beautiful, beautiful potion slots.
What do you need?
Oh my goodness. Doesn't look like we're going to need the mana anymore, so let's just load up on health and get back to it. I did find some other items that I'm leaving in the stash. As you can tell, the stash is really full now. But basically, I found some cool stuff for like Deadly Strike and Crushing Blow, so that if we do struggle with any single target bosses like Diablo, like Israel, for any reason, maybe we can just basically swap over. If we need to, we respec into Strafe or Guided Arrow, and then just pummel them. But I don't think it's going to be a problem. I don't think it's going to be a problem at all. You know, I said that multi-strike is super satisfying, but this is definitely a contender. This is phenomenal. And the attack speed is so nice too, right? Like, nobody likes attacking slowly. I think when I was going through my mules the first time, when I was kind of building up everything I wanted to use on the character when the Amazon was still level 1, I think I skipped over a lot of those items that I looked at today because I just didn't think that they would be good. I don't know why. But after having played the Amazon a little bit more and actually getting a feel for the bow skills and what we want to do with it, I was going through my meals and thinking to myself, how did I miss this? Like, especially the bow, which name I'm about to butcher, but the Koku Shikaku. The Koku Shikaku bow is, I think it's 3 to exploding arrow and 3 to bow and crossbow skills, with a bunch of fire damage as well, which is even better than the lightning in my opinion, because the fire damage is not very... Like, look at the fire damage that we have now, 291 to 334. We're basically hitting a consistent 300. With lightning, it's... I mean, sometimes you're hitting 1, sometimes you're hitting 1,000. So... Okay, let's see how this goes. I'm hoping Kyle will stay alive here. You can see from the animation that she's stealing a little bit of health. And that, I believe, is from the helm that I put on her. She's taking a little bit of a beating, but... I got a comment in the last video reminding me that the Arctic set was giving me cannot be frozen. And yeah, we're seeing right now how insanely useful that was. I probably wasn't even noticing all the times I could have been frozen. Really slows you down. But, dude, the self-sustaining mana here is phenomenal. Oh, I'm running out of arrows. Kyle's staying alive, though. Tanking for me.
Hail to you, champion.
Can't be mad about that. Just gonna quickly show you guys the bow that I was talking about. I mispronounced here. Kuko Shikaku. Honestly, pretty close. I'm pretty sure I said Koku Shikaku. Pretty close. Oh, 3 to immolation arrow. Okay. But then the 50% piercing attack. We're going to have more base physical damage, more damage from the plus skills, less attack speed, but 50% piercing attack. That's going to be sweet. We'll pop something on eventually for Cannot Be Frozen. I know I have something. I have something in the stash that could give it to us. Take a look quickly after this.
Goodbye.
But that, dude, I feel like that would have taken way longer if we were still on the last build. Now, what was I thinking of here that was Cannot Be Frozen? Well, I'm not going to spend too much time looking for... Oh, here it is. Yes, the Spirit Shroud. So we chose Twitch Throw over the Spirit Shroud simply because of the attack speed. Would the 1 to skills help us? Probably. The defense, very nice. Cannot Be Frozen, really nice. But the attack speed is pretty huge. Now, let's see how much damage we get here. So 1 skill is pretty significant, and then every one of the... Oh my goodness. Look at the synergy bonus, guys. Holy crap. We're living it. We're living it. If you guys watch my videos frequently, you know I love those power spikes. I mean, who doesn't, right? But holy crap, this is huge power spike. And it's ironic because I feel like a lot of the gear I put on, we could have had like 5 levels ago. We probably would have had that power spike, but it's like a hidden power spike, you know, like a forgotten power spike. Oh my god. It just, it's so good. And it's gonna be great for the Chaos Sanctuary too. Like, I'm not worried at all. And I never really was. I was actually quite excited for the Chaos Sanctuary. Because the Chaos Sanctuary is one of my favorite places to show off multi-shot. But, yeah, the damage just wasn't there. And I mean, of course, you guys were right. I was getting comments about physical damage being weak in the early game, and absolutely it is. Like, I'm sure this will fall off. The fire damage won't be good forever, especially if we start running into fire immunes. But for now, it's definitely the way to go. You gotta love it. So you guys saw that at the start of the video, my players count was players 5. If you watched the last video, I was talking about how I never had to check it because I was never playing any other characters. So you might be wondering, why was it players 5? Yeah, I was doing some farming. I was doing some farming on the Sorceress. 2 goals right now. First goal, hit level 91. Why? I want to do a lot of Terror Zone run videos, and you need 91. Courtesy of Pringles Man, reminding me that I need that 91 to hit 93 with the Terror Zone bonus. So we can get all those big ticket items. And the way that I'm doing that is through some key set runs. And the reason behind that is because we still don't have a Sorceress Torch. So you might be wondering, if you're doing key set runs, does that mean you're doing torches? Yes, I am. And if you follow the channel, you know that I typically wait to do the torches because that's how we determine the next character we're going to make. I'm still going to do that, But the thing is I'm probably just going to keep doing torches until I get a sorceress torch. So I'm just going to keep track of everything that we identify. And the next characters that we make are going to be determined by the order in which I get the torches. I just won't be doing it before each character like I have been. And I think that's fine. It accomplishes the same goal. And, you know, I get to have a sorceress torch, hopefully. Crossing my fingers that we get lucky. Because, I mean, we already got our paladin torch, which is obviously huge. But I think the sorceress is better for Terror Zone farms like Mephisto, like Andario. And the paladin will have his highlights as well. Like, I think he'd be better for the pits. But I want to start with Terror Zone Andy, so that's the goal. Level 91, a bunch of key sets, get that Sorc torch, and then we'll have a couple loot videos coming up for you guys. Nice little break from the leveling a character, because I enjoy it, and a lot of you guys have been enjoying alongside me, which is awesome. But we gotta have some loot videos, man. The Holy Grail has been stuck at 67% for a long time. Those are rookie numbers. Gotta get those numbers up. This is sweet. I always love a good fire build too. So satisfying. There's another meteor doing probably negligible damage. And the mana sustain is blowing my mind. 10 mana per arrow. No problem. Only thing I really, really wish for is not having to buy arrows. What can you do? Maybe one day we'll be using a bow that fires magic arrows. We won't have to worry about the quiver. At least if the quiver like had some stats on it or something, you know? That's actually not bad. We'll keep it. Level 30. I'm wondering if we... Oh, actually, I gotta level up Pierce. Oh, that's huge. That's awesome. We'll get that on the next level. I'm wondering if we have any gear upgrades. Let's quickly check the stash. Anything in here? Oh, okay, okay. I mean, we lose some faster hit recovery and some life, but 2 to skills is probably going to be a huge upgrade, right? Let's get rid of these and see if we can do a comparison. Oh, yeah. Yep. We take those. Absolutely, we take those. Anything else that we got in here? It's kind of rough because we have so much. It's hard to tell, but I think that's probably it. Sweet. Okay, 3 more levels for this. That's the next big upgrade that we're looking at. It's time for the Chaos Sanctuary already. I love Act 4. Doesn't drag on. Really wish we could find some 220s. We do have Javelin 220s, but not these. If we did, they'd probably be a higher level. So this is probably not a horrible thing that we have these. Even though they're only 10% attack speed. Nice and low level requirement. I think the Javelin ones are 40 or so. Because I'm thinking I could gamble on one of my higher levels. And possibly hook ourselves up with that. But I don't think it's really worth it. This attack speed is really, really nice. I am a little bit worried about switching bows and losing the attack speed that's on this Sky Strike. Or is it? Yeah, Sky Strike. 30% is pretty big. Hopefully the damage makes up for it. I'll have to do a little comparison. Ooh. Lightning enchanted? Bane Vex. Yeah, that's right, Kyle. Keep kiting. There we go. Absolutely phenomenal. And we got Kyle with the frozen arrow now. Nice. This is really coming together. It's going to be so sad when it starts falling off because I know it's going to happen. But for now, this should carry us through normal at least. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we're using this into Nightmare. I do plan on doing what we always do, which is once we're done with normal, we'll probably be doing some Bale runs into probably level 40 at least, level 45 potentially. And at level 45, it's definitely going to be viable for us to switch over to Javelins. Do a little comparison and see what's going to get us through. Oh. I have a feeling the Javelins will be stronger, but they might be a little bit slower. I just think that Lightning Fury is not that good until maybe level 60 or 70 when you really have a lot of points into it. You have a lot of, you know, you got the Annie, you got the Torch, and other things that are coming out. But of course, the Charge Strike is going to be huge. I'm just not sure how much that's going to help us in a group situation. Single target, massive. But it might end up being a little bit slower, despite the damage being higher. Yeah, that being frozen coming into play again. Doesn't happen too often, but when it does... Okay, now I'm curious here because we're going to get 470... Oh, actually, next level we'll talk about that. Let's get Pierce right now. 42% chance to Pierce. That's huge. I'm wondering if you guys could let me know in the comments, when we get that bow, the Kuko Chikaku, it's going to give us 50% chance to pierce. Now, 50% chance to pierce on a bow plus 42% chance to pierce from our passive. Is that 92%? I doubt it. If anybody knows the math on that, let me know. Shooting stuff that you can't even see, you gotta love it. Oh, he's immune to fire. Okay, so we have an immune to fire, and we're still doing insane damage. Okay. This might be my new favorite build. Changes every day, I know, but holy crap. Dude, when that immolation pierces... Oh, this is awesome. Look at that. We're already piercing a lot. I mean, 42% chance is massive. Yeah, let me know, guys. What's the max on that? Is there... Can we do 100% chance to pierce? Is that a thing? And I gotta keep a close eye on this. Does the exploding arrow explode and pierce? Yeah, it does. This seems really strong. Whoever was telling me, begging me to go fire arrow in the comments, please forgive me. Forgive me for not listening sooner. Because holy crap, this is amazing. Look at the damage. Nice. Up over 600 health now. Very, very sweet. One more seal to go. It looks like this is going to be a single episode for the whole act, which is not uncommon with Act 4, but you gotta love it. Not going to get 33 until Act 5, so we won't know if our Kuko Kushikaku is any better until next episode, but I'll be eagerly awaiting that level up. Okay, let's see. Venom Lords. Not a problem. Not even close to being a problem. Wow. Is he fire? No, no. The meteor just really ties it all together, you know? Like, it's not necessary, and I don't even think it's doing that much, but it's just... There it is. Boom. It's just so sweet. Okay, here we go. Are we gonna struggle here? Maybe. Honestly, maybe. I think exploding arrow is still better. Oh god. Doesn't seem bad. I don't know how much that's gonna do to me, so I'm trying to stay away from it, but... Is this a lot? No? Not really. Yeah, okay. We could just stand here then. Boom. Meteor coming in. Yeah, we're out of mana potions now. We got a couple in there. Don't do this to us, arrows. Ah, there you go. Awesome. That was sweet, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that as much as I did. Switching over to this this build was... I wasn't going to, you know, but I spent a lot of time before this episode just going through all my mules and just seeing what am I missing? We must have something that's better than what we're using right now. Oh, sweet. 3% faster run walk. I'm gonna get rid of that. I don't need it for right now. I have a lot of small charms that have faster run walk on them. I might go grab them. I might grab them when I start the next episode and just kind of throw in a ton, because I think faster run walk is really important. For Act 5, it's very, very long, like walking distance, and for repositioning as well, you know? Sweet. Okay, one other thing before we finish. If you guys are still watching, maybe you can tell me, is this the best setup for fire? I assume that it is, but maybe not. Maybe we want to be putting our points into Immolation Arrow. Maybe I'm sleeping on it, especially with the Pierce. But I'd love to hear from you guys about the Pierce mechanics, and as well as the fire build, if you guys know of anything better. But this damage is just phenomenal. Let's get into Haragoth. Ah, beautiful, guys. We made it. This is awesome. We look good, we're strong, and we're almost done with normal. If you're still watching, guys, thank you so much for being here, and I will catch you in the next one.